Hello. George, once more our paths cross.
Yes.
I'm just doing my shopping.
So I see. Oh, listen, thank you very much for the papers. I had a look through them. They seem to be in order.
Oh, good.
I talked to the other side, and they seemed happy enough, so I think we should close this week.
Oh, splendid.
Yes. Oh, and George, I suppose you were a bit surprised this morning.
Why?
Well, meeting Mary at my place, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, my dear chap, I don't see why I should be surprised.
Well, she was a bit embarrassed, you know. Even though there was a perfectly reasonable explanation.
Of course.
You see, we were out for dinner in Dublin, came back, decided to drop into my place for a nightcap.
It was perfectly reasonable. Some people might think that 9 o'clock in the morning was rather late for a nightcap, but I don't see why.
George, that was last night. Had a drink, came out to drive Mary home, and guess what?
Struck by lightning?
Punctured. So I cursed a bit and went to get the spare out, and would you believe that was flat?
How awful.
Yes. So she stayed home.
Very sensible. Well, Richard, I really must do my shopping, if you'll excuse me.
Yes, I see.
This all sounds very serious, Jack.
Well, I'll let you judge for yourselves. Now, can you tell me what Michelle has been saying?
What about?
Her family, her background, anything? Look, Mary, I know Michelle and her family a lot longer than anybody else here. Now, I've a good reason for asking this, so if you wouldn't mind.
Well, she did tell us about her father,
What about him?
that he's alcoholic,
And violent.
and that she's illegitimate.
Illegitimate.
Yeah, she told us about her real mother. That's the dancer.
And her real father.
Is he a dancer too?
No, he's some kind of foreign diplomat. Surely you knew that.
Well, see, something struck me about all of that. I mean, was it a real father or the foreign father was the alcoholic?
Yeah, I often wondered
Now,
about that too.
just to save you wondering, she's not illegitimate, she's not adopted. Her mother's no dancer. Her father comes from Sallynoggin. They own a sweet shop, and they're both lifelong pioneers.
You sure?
Miley, he's my own brother. Sure, he's been at me for years to give up the drink.
And he doesn't beat his wife?
He wouldn't dare. She'd kill him.
And she's their natural daughter.
Mary, I spent a night in Hollis Street Hospital holding his hand. Sure, didn't I stand for her at the christening, God forgive me?
Well, then why did she say these
She
things?
tells lies.
Did she always tell lies?
No, only said she got the power of speech. Look, she has a fantastic imagination. She just can't seem to help herself. She's been thrown out of every school she's ever been to. Poor Tom and Eileen are around the bend with her. Do you know that the special branch had the house undercover because she put the story out that her mother was a drug addict?
Oh, why does she do it?
Nobody seems to know, and they've had her with every psychiatrist you can think of. You want to hear what she tells them? She's a nice little girl.
Yes, I know. We all like her.
She wouldn't harm a fly, Mary. Still, they all have their theories, but nobody can seem to cure it. Anyway, I thought I'd just come up and let you know what the problem is. I'll come up in the morning, Mary, and I'll have the shifter.
How does she have to go?
I think it's better, Biddy. There'll be a couple of doors from the pub, and I can keep an eye on her.
Thanks for coming, Jack. It's been a bit of a shock, really.
Well, I'm sure I don't have to ask you not to talk about this.
Oh, not. Don't worry.
And Mary, thanks a million for looking after her.
She was very welcome.
Is there something wrong?